Jesus was traveling down the road this particular day, and it may have started out like just any other day. He had his disciples with him. A crowd of people were around him, and they were traveling down the road. There was a beggar who had been blind for a long time, who was sitting on the side of the road. He began to hear a commotion and began to hear a noise, and he probably heard that Jesus was coming. He began to get excited because evidently he must have heard that Jesus had performed miracles. And as he heard that Jesus coming, he began to call out to him, "Son of David, have mercy on me," or "have pity on me." And people told him to be quiet, but he ignored the people, and the Bible says he began to get even louder, maybe even to the point that he was boisterous. The man was hungry. Everybody else, I imagine, had their eyes, and they were okay, but blind Bartimaeus, he needed something. And this might be his only chance to get it. I'm telling you what, hungry people do things that people who are full don't do. And he was hungry for a set of eyes. Now, what he was hungry for was impossible. But something must have told him that this man could give him a new set of eyeballs. As he began to get louder, Jesus said, "Bring him to me." They brought blind Bartimaeus over to Jesus. And he said, "What can I do for you?" He says, "I want to see." And Jesus didn't blink an eye and said, "Your faith has made you whole." And instantly, blind Bartimaeus was given a new set of eyes. Sometimes when we need things from God, or we need a touch from God, sometimes those who hunger and thirst after righteousness will be filled. And sometimes we have to be hungry and reach for the things that God has for us. Sometimes we got to reach and grab those things. Just like some people reach out for their careers, or they reach out to try to get that car they want, or that house they want, or that wife they want. And sometimes for the things of God, you got to reach out and get it. And as you reach, that's a statement of faith. And as we reach and begin to, it draws something from God. Just like the woman with the issue of blood, as she touched the hem of his garment, she drew something out of him. Now Jesus is full of all types of virtue and all types of things. There's no limit to what he has. And many times he's just waiting for somebody to reach out and touch him. And he will fill their lives in places that they've never been filled before. He will fill their lives in a way that nothing else could fill it. And just like blind Bartimaeus got something that he's never had before, which was difficult, the Lord will give you something that you've never had before. Because what's impossible with man is not impossible with God. Because God can do anything except fail. Because he's not a man that he should lie, so we know that he can't fail. And sometimes we need a touch in our lives to rejuvenate us, to fill us, or to build us up. And I want to tell you, the Lord has those things that you have need of. And if you begin to seek him, the Bible says if you seek, you will find. If you knock, the door will be open. And if you ask, it shall be given unto you. And I want to tell you, sometimes we got to go for the gusto. We got to reach for the Lord, and we got to forget about everything else. What people think about us, what we look like, and say, "Lord, I want what you have for me." And if we do that, I believe the Lord will give us what we have need of. Sometimes it doesn't happen in our timing. Sometimes it happens in his timing. But I heard it said that he may not come when you want him to, but he's always on time. Thank you. May you have a blessed and prosperous day.